Hey YouTube, it's the morning brew. Happy Thursday, everybody. Let's do this, bitches. I don't know where that came from. I'm really sorry. With that said, of course, it is Throwback Thursday. So, go ahead and check out the Geeky Castillo. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Can't see sometimes. Go ahead and check out the Geeky Castillo Facebook page, where we're celebrating Throwback Thursday every Thursday. And if you're not familiar and you're new to the show, Throwback Thursday for us basically means go to our page, go put up a picture, put up a video, put up a song, put up something that makes you reminisce on the old days, and we'll share it. We'll share it with the rest of the audience so it doesn't just show up as part of your feed on our page. It'll show up at our page as your feed. That's multiple layers right there. Oh. So with that said, I'll be throwing up some embarrassing pictures of myself again. Try and top them if you can. Today, of course, no Pandorica mug, but we have Tardes by Oscar de la Renta. As in, Buenas Tardes. Yes, I tried that. It didn't work, did it? Anyways, really quick shout out to Santi and Lena on YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for basically giving me a shout out. So here's yours once again. Shout out for Santi and Lena. Go check out their channel. Fun young geeky couple who share their love of Doctor Who. They know what I'm talking about when you stroke that TARDIS mug. I would say my description of their content is fun. It's very on a personal level. It's also hyper and funny and entertaining as all hell. One of the videos I recently watched was them talking about how much they love donuts. Turns out they live in my area. Quite literally, they were hanging out at the shopping center that I worked at when I was in high school. And I don't live very far from there still. So, if you get a chance to check them out, I love that. I love their show. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep watching when I get a chance. And you know, as they say, it's a geek community, YouTube community. Just support each other. I mean, I always support Robert up in Canada, who does all the Nerd Block unboxings, all 4 different, or 3 out of the 4 Nerd Block unboxings. He doesn't do the girls one. Somebody's insecure. I'm not kidding. He does Nerd Block. He does Loot Crate unboxings, and who knows what else he'll end up doing as long as Bandit allows it. But go ahead and check out Robert's channel as well. He's a good friend. He's a good friend of the show, and he's a great supporter. And he's a friend on Facebook too now. Anyways. So this isn't news. But I'm putting it down as a news. So in the news, San Diego Comic-Con is about a month away. San Diego Comic-Con is being talked about a lot. San Diego Comic-Con keeps coming up in my personal life. I'm going to get down to the nitty-gritty of Comic-Con soon. I promised you last time when I did a WonderCon Survival Guide that I would do a San Diego Comic-Con Survival Guide. And that is going to be done. Actually, it might be done this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how I'm going to go about it. If I'm going to do a similar format to this, with the beautiful screens right here. Or if I'm going to do what I did last year and just kind of pull things out of the sides here and show you what I'm talking about. I'll probably do the pretty screens because I can show videos and have fun. But the reason I bring it up is that I've already had people asking me if I will be camping out for the halls. Now, if you've never been to Comic-Con, and there's a very high likelihood that you haven't, because it's such a limited number of people that actually get to attend. I've been going since 1999, or was it 2000? 1999. I'm not saying 1999. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, I've been going for a while now. And up until 2007, I was paying out of pocket. And that's around the time... What is this? Yeah. 2007. Around that time, the following year is when it became nearly impossible to get tickets on site. Or at all, period. Like, it just became impossible. So, I reminisce on the days where you used to be able to walk up on a Sunday and go, hey, I'd like to attend today. That'll be $12. Thank you. Now it's, hey, I'd like to attend today. Did you register last year? No. I'm sorry, we're at capacity. So, what the point of camping out the Hall H, and I'll get into all that in the video, in the survival guide and stuff. The whole point of asking if I'm going to be at Hall H is the big hall. It's the big hall because that's where they hold all the Doctor Who panels, the big panels, the Avengers panels, like the ones where celebrities are actually going to show up, quote unquote. Big Bang's Theories panels usually there. That also means there's people that camp out at that hall, and I mean when I mean they camp out, they stay from the night before till the morning of opening, when they open the hall for them, and go in. And they don't leave. I mean, I know people that their panel isn't until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but they're there from 10 p.m. the night before. Camping out in the hallways or the mezzanine or wherever they can, or wherever they end up. Some people spend all 4 days camping out for a panel that, I'm sorry, if you paid to be there and your entire day is spent camping out for panels and stuff, you're wasting your money. I can go on YouTube and see the Walking Dead panel from every year, the Doctor Who panel from every year. I can see the one with John Barrowman and David Tennant kissed. There's no reason to be camping out so much. If that's your thing, fine, that's cool, whatever. But people keep asking me. People ask me for either if I'm camping out, or if I can hook them up with passes, or if I'm willing to let them borrow my pass, which I say no, no, and no. I don't do that. I don't let people borrow my passes because I get a pro pass, which means that I sign a contract stating that I will not be allowing people to use my pass, that I am who I say I am. I work within the environment that I work in, and so on and so forth. And I'm good to my word. It is common practice for people to trade passes, unfortunately. And fortunately, I guess, for those of you who paid for it, you should be, if you're not the one that's going, why waste a day if somebody else can enjoy it? That's fine. But pro passes, I just don't mess with that. I don't want to get banned. With that said, I get constant requests from people at the last minute asking me if I have any passes for sale. Where am I going to get these magical passes? Let me reach in there really deep. Nothing. Great. More disappointment. But here's the thing. And again, we'll get into more details because I have an entire list of details. If you don't get to attend Comic-Con, but you live in San Diego, there's tons of stuff to do around the area that doesn't require a Comic-Con pass because they're not at the con. Sega last year took over a hotel lobby. The hotel hobby. What are hotel hobbies? Anyways, Sega took over a hotel lobby. The firehouse, whatever looking thing on top, gets taken over by EA every year. That means Mass Effect games get, shown off. Left 4 Dead games get shown off. Stuff like that. There's always something going on around Comic-Con. Nintendo takes over the Marriott. From Thursday through Sunday, they take over the Marriott and they showcase all their games. And it's a fun experience. And that's just a little bit of what I'm talking about. Restaurants turn into full shows. I remember one restaurant turned into Eureka. And you were being served the Eureka menu, basically. From the coffee shop. Anyways, enough about Comic-Con. I'll get into it in more detail later on. And you'll get to learn a little bit more. If you've never been to it, you'll see some videos and you'll have some pictures. And we'll have some fun. We'll talk about it. Now, on to more news. In the video game division, Steam Summer Sale is going on right now. Started today. Already 140 titles are on deep, deep discount prices. Now that's a great thing for PC gamers. It's a bad thing if you got money. Because at the end of it, you won't have any. Steam sale is going through, starting today, going through the 30th of the month. Now, Boogie2988, who should be featured here as a video or as at least a link, talks about tips and tricks on how to save money and how to get the most for your buck out of the sale. I completely agree with him. I usually take on one title, maybe two, if the discount is right. Last year I got Borderlands 2 for $12.99 when it was still $45 game. Not a bad deal. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I still play it. And I probably won't do it this year because my PC is down and there's no point in buying a game I cannot enjoy on my Mac. Sad times. Sad Panda. No, Panda's not my thing. Sad Mexican. Tardes, payosca de la renta. Yeah, it works. I don't care. So, Steam Summer Sale is a pretty good deal. Now, my opinion of it is, and again, you can click on the link and hear it from a professional, which is Boogie, or you can hear it from my amateur butt right now. It's a pretty cool, nifty way of getting rid of stock, quote unquote, which I don't know how you get rid of digital stock, but regardless, if you know how Steam works, any game you buy goes on your Steam account. Meaning, you don't have to worry about storing the game on your hard drive at all times. You don't have to worry about your hard drive crashing and losing the game. You will lose your game progress, that's for sure, if you don't back that up. But you'll still have the game. So, sometimes if you want to wait for bundles, which is the best way to go. For example, if you bought the Borderlands 1 and 2 bundle last year, I don't remember how much it cost. I think it was like 50 something. But it included all DLC for both games and both full versions of the game, of each one. It was a nifty deal. And they do this with publisher titles, you know, a whole slew of EA games, and you'll pay like $150, but you'll get like $300 or $400 worth of games. It's pretty cool stuff, so make sure to check out the Steam sale. Every day is a different sale. Every few hours is a different sale with them. It's a kind of a crazy thing where they do a 12-hour turnaround, 2-hour turnaround sometimes, just to keep people rolling in and buying stuff. So that's why I said if you've got money, you're about to lose it all. If you're fortunate like me, you're broke. Now for sad news. Facebook was down in other countries. UK, Israel, China, Singapore, and India had no Facebook for about an hour, at least. And the masses cried foul. So many comments were lost, man. So many likes were not given. That poor child didn't get enough likes for her doctor to save her life. Anyway, so of course when the masses have no Facebook, the masses take to Twitter, where everybody bitched and complained that this free service that we pay not a single dime for was not available to us upon demand. Now, if you remember a few years back, Facebook was down in the stateside, or worldwide, I can't remember, because of the just massive overflow of traffic that they didn't foresee. And I remember reading articles on people who posted on Twitter that they will kill themselves if their Facebook account is not back up within the hour. And this wasn't an overdramatic teenage girl, although it was ironically teenage girls doing it. It was, some people were very serious about the suicide, and some faced criminal charges for attempted suicidal threats. I find it ironic that our society revolves around Facebook now. Whether you have one or not, if you're like my brother who claims I will never have one, but then picks up his wife's phone and goes through her Facebook to see what his cousins are doing, you're still on Facebook, buddy. Like it or not, you're still on Facebook. That's a weird noise. The heck? Okay, I don't know if you can hear that or not. Okay. So that was sorry for the distraction. So yeah, whether you like it or not, you're on Facebook. Everybody's involved with Facebook somehow. You're all connected because you're either looking at pictures from Facebook, people are sharing them with you, people are emailing them to you, videos, the whole thing. We're involved in Facebook 100% as a society, and I think it's funny that when it goes down, people lose their freaking minds. Like, there is no tomorrow once Facebook is gone. And what do? Just cry foul all over Twitter. And again, a distracting noise. Uh, anyways, so yeah, Facebook down for all those countries. It's back already, but it was just funny to see the Twitter feeds of people crying foul left and right. Last but not least, Will Wheaton. During the Will Wheaton project on Sci-Fi, Brady bunched the heck out of Game of Thrones. You can watch the video here, and you can check out how fun it was. It actually, for someone who's not a fan of Game of Thrones and not a fan of the Brady Bunch, this is one of the most entertaining things I've seen in a long time. Now, the Will Wheaton project runs on Sci-Fi every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Check your local listings for more accurate times in case of Central Pacific and all that stuff. But Will Wheaton project, if you have not seen it, is, well, essentially this show with a much better host, a much better budget, and green screen versus Funkos. No, actually, it kind of reminisces on The Soup with a little combination of Web Soup and so on. It's a fun show. It's Will Wheaton, for God's sake. He's technically the king of all nerds. Although some would argue that, excuse me, Chris Hardwick would be the king of all nerds, but no, I say Will Wheaton. All hail to the Wheaton. If you don't know who he is, and I doubt you don't know because you're watching this show, he used to play Wesley Crusher on Star Trek Next Generation. He was on the Guild. I can't remember his character's name, but he was always wearing a kilt. And eventually a furry outfit. He's always on Big Bang Theory as himself, playing a pseudo-reality, real version of himself that hangs out with the guys. And just a bunch of other stuff that he does. He does a lot of voice acting. He's worked on comic books. The guy has done it all, left and right. And of course, he was in one of my favorite movies of all time, which is Stand By Me. And I love the guy. I think he's awesome. I wish I could get to meet him at some point. Not likely to ever happen, but it would be cool to get to meet him. I know he's always at Comic-Con, and that would be one of those great moments of like me going, a little fangirl. If I got a chance to just say hi and hang out for a minute. I've gotten a chance to do that with multiple celebrities in the past, but it's usually an unexpected surprise. So who knows? That's it for today's show, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again for all the likes and support and subscribership and all that stuff. Make sure to go on the Facebook page and do the Throwback Thursday thing, and of course remember Tardes by Oscar de la Renta. I'm going to keep thinking of fun ways to do this. Because I can. Anyways, with that, thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry for the distraction in the middle of the Facebook story, but I don't know what that weird sound was. I think it was one of my dogs. Life. With dogs. Anyways, until next time, make sure you check out the YouTube page and subscribe. Make sure you check out people, Santi and Lena. Make sure you get yourself a California burrito. If you don't know what that is, that's carne asada fries, which is carne asada, french fries, cheese, cream, sometimes guacamole, wrapped in a burrito. It's delicious. If you can get yourself one, you're going to want one now because you watched this video. California burrito. It tastes so good. Or carne asada fries. Until next time, do yourself a favor. Enjoy your carne asada fries, California burrito, and enjoy your brew. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. Thanks for checking everything out. Make sure you do the subscribe thing, the like and share thing, the usual stuff. On to the questions. San Diego Comic-Con is about a month away. Will you be one of the lucky few to attend? Will you be hanging out outside at least? Are you camping out at Hall H? Make your arrangements in the comments below. Of course, Steam Summer Sale is here. Time to go broke, because next month we go broke again for Comic-Con. Have you done the summer sale before? What are the best deals you've ever gotten there? And of course, are you going to participate this year? And remember, don't worry if you can't get your game now. There's always the winter sale and the spring sale to try and get a better deal on the same game. Also, Facebook went down in all those countries. Do you remember when the great Facebook blackout happened here in the States? It was about an hour long. It was a terrible time. Let me know in the comments what you think society depending too much on Facebook or not enough. Some people would argue that more people should be on it. last but not least, the Will Wheaton Project Showcase Game of Thrones as the Brady Bunch. I think that should be enough for a lot of you to check it out on a regular basis. Tune in on Tuesdays and check it out. Will Wheaton, if you ever get this, I'm a huge fan, man. I have tons of respect for you. Would love to one day get to shake your hand and say hello. Other than that, from the bottom of my heart, everybody, from the bottom of my heart, I swear that's on the bottom of my fart. That's horrible. But from the bottom of my heart, as always, take care.